we're trying to create now is a small not a calculator, but something which just helps you see that you can use text boxes to divide and multiply. Is the code visible?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Salah, can you see?
Yeah, I see.
I mean, you don't want to make it any bigger.
It's okay.
You should just say it. If you can't see it, just say it. Okay. Script. Because if I sometimes sit there, I won't be able to see it myself. So we're going to use an external script. To some extent, I'm not going to use an internal script. I'm going to use an external script. So we'll write down the source afterwards. Is that right? So we're going to just call it as calc.js. And now here, now to make two text boxes, what tags do I need? This.
ID.
Okay, ID. I said what tags do I need? So first thing to think is what tag. You can make a div if you want to put that in a div, but that is not what I want. I want what is that what I need to make those text boxes? What code? Okay. Text 1, that's a label. Whatever you will write down, that just comes on the page like that. Is that right? You can write down paragraph, but we don't need a paragraph as well. I'm not starting a paragraph.
Text 2, and
okay. No, for creating this, you need input type is equal to text, right? That's your first text box. Daniel, I said, can you look at the code with me and then type? Don't type with me, because then you don't listen to what I'm saying and it just, you don't understand. So text 1, that is just going to be written on the page, right? Text 2 is just going to be written on the page, but the input type text gives you the text box. Yeah? So when I say save, we can call it whatever we want to. Let's call it as calc.html. I'm going to put that in your K drive. Yeah. So we have this. Just to, before I even go and write down the JavaScript or anything, let's look at it. Is that what we want on our page? Yeah. So text 1 and text 2. You want them in the next line, up to you. You want to create two separate divs. Because if you put them in separate divs, they're going to be next to each other. So it's up to you how do you want them. But this one is not, if you are designing a form or anything, these are usually called labels. You know, whatever you write on the screen, which are just printed on the screen the way you've written it down. And this is called as a text box. Yeah. Now at the moment, I can type in text box. Is that right? Yeah. Is that okay? But now these are the properties of a text box. You can actually make it read only if you just type read only. If I just save this and I open the page again, you will not be able to type in that one, the first one. You can type in the second one, but you can't type in the first one. Is that okay? So these are just the properties which are available as an HTML tag properties. Yeah. So usually we make these boxes in a form. We create these boxes in a form because we want to send some information to the server or which we want to store, but not necessarily. It can be just the front end thing as well, right? So text. Now every text box has got two properties, name and ID, right? Preferably please use ID, is that okay? But whenever you will create a form by using any graphical tool, it will actually write down both the properties, name and ID. But you have to make sure that if the name and ID are there, they should be identical. You cannot have name different and ID different. It will just confuse the system and you. So if you're giving ID as, let's say I'm going to give it a text1. So that means this box is called text1. Is that okay? And the name should also be text1. Is that okay? They should be same, not different. And when I'm saying same, they should be it's case sensitive, so make sure it's kept as safe. Yeah? And this box is equal to text2 and ID is text2. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? And now I needed another thing on my page, and what is that? That's like I need a button. So for that I do not need a label. Is that right? Okay, another thing. There is a property called as value. Is that okay? A text box has got a property called as value, and value is whatever somebody writes in text1 goes in value. Is that okay? At the moment I've just left it blank. There's value, there's nothing in. Now,
that's like your default value, is it?
yeah, my default value is, usually this should get deleted. Some people don't like it because they have to delete it. Some people don't like it because they have to delete it.
But you do have a function where you just click and it deletes itself.
Then what, that function can be used, but in that case, whenever somebody has written down a value, that will get deleted whenever you press. Does it make sense? If you've written down something and you go back on it, the value would be deleted. That's how it works then. You can do it. Does it make sense?
At the
You
moment,
can.
if you click on it, it won't delete it.
It won't delete it. You have to delete it yourself. Does that make sense? You have to delete it yourself. But you can, what I'm trying to say is we can do a function. We will talk about that in a minute as well. You can do a function to say that whenever somebody just clicks on it, the information goes away. Does that make sense? You can do that. But what I'm trying to say is then that is going to be with everything. Does that make sense? Whatever is written on, whenever they will click on that, the information will go. Is that okay? So that's your, let me go to view to quadrant. Yeah, so that's, the value is the property. Whatever somebody will write down, that would be the property of that text box. Is that okay? Just like a value. So this is more like a variable name, and whatever is in the value is more like a value of that variable. Is that okay? Now for creating a button, I need input height is equal to button. Now here, is that okay? And do I need to give an ID? Yeah. Is that okay? Sorry. This value is what is on the top of the button. That's the value of that button. This is what I've written down in value. So whatever is on top of the button, that's the value. Yeah. ID is just there, right? Now, what you want is that when you click on this button, the numbers, the two numbers which somebody has written down, should be added, and the result should be given to you. Is that right? So when do I want the action to be? On click of the button. So if it is on click of the button, then I have to go in this button and just say on click is equal to, and I'll have to call the function. Is that right? So I'm just saying, yeah, I'm just calling it add numbers. Is that okay? Yeah. So this is my HTML page. Is that okay? This is my, and I don't have to do any more thing in my HTML page. That's all what's required in my HTML page. Is that okay? Do you want to create this before I write down the script?